Democrats are freaked. The Supreme Court is about to hear a case coming up in their docket called State of Louisiana versus Philip Cayce that talks about voting rights, and in particular, the Voting Rights Act. And we're going to go through this, but after we see the implications of what this could mean if the Supreme Court comes back out and says, you know what, racial gerrymandering, using race to create districts, is actually unconstitutional. It's inappropriate for governments to be doing that, to create little special districts to try to balance the scales on these things. And if the Voting Rights Act is found to be unconstitutional, Democrats could lose 19 of their rigged seats in Congress, while California is trying to cram through SB 50, and a lot of the blue states have already been playing this game for a long time, trying to rig the census so they get more apportionment by undercounting the red states and overcounting the blue states, by bringing illegal aliens into their sanctuary cities to get more congressional budget and appropriations and more congressional representations, which leads to more electoral votes. If this comes to a stop, they're in big trouble. And so before we get in to the final reply before oral arguments in the Supreme Court that is queued up now, here's some background on what is going on and why they're so nervous about this from CNN out of their own mouths.
Actually represents pretty accurately, mathematically, how the country is divided over the question of the presidency. But if you look at this, is what the party pickup would be for congressional districts. Republicans, 5. Missouri, 1. North Carolina, 1. Ohio, 2 or 3. Indiana, 1 or 2. Florida, still discussion down there, but that could be another gold mine for them if they tipped it even further their way. Kansas, 1. New Hampshire, 1. And Nebraska. Democrats, Utah, California, Maryland. Look at this. If you offset California and Texas, Missouri and Utah, North Carolina and Maryland, everything left over is an advantage to the Republicans.
Nice.
And don't forget, the Supreme Court is considering what could really be the end of the Voting Rights Act, which would protect minority groups. So you don't have a state that's half black, for example, that elects only one congressional member and everybody else.
Protect is what they say. In other words, rig it.
Goes to the Republicans that would represent that population in some ways. If that is gutted, Democrats could lose 19 seats. This would be a huge amount. But this is also a measure of how much the White House is concerned about this, because Donald Trump knows if the Democrats get the House again, there could be new investigations just like last time. There could be a new impeachment. There could be a lot of impediment to these plans that right now the Republicans in the House and Senate are letting run like a freight train.